SCP-106 Object Class Keter Special Containment Procedures Revision 11-8 No physical interaction with SCP-106 is allowed at any time. All physical interaction must be approved by no less than 2/3 vote from O5 Command. Any such interaction must be undertaken by the AR-2 maximum security sites after a general non-essential staff evacuation. All staff, research, security, Class D, etc. are to remain at least 60 meters away from the containment cell at all times, except in the event of a breach event. SCP-106 is to be contained in a sealed container comprised of lead-lined steel. The container will be sealed within 40 layers of identical material, each layer separated by no less than 36 centimeters of empty space. Support stress between the layers are to be randomly placed. The container is to remain suspended no less than 60 centimeters from any surface by ELOIID, electromagnetic supports. Secondary containment area is to be comprised of 16 spherical cells, which each filled with various fluid and a random assembly of surfaces and supports. Secondary containment is to be fitted with a light system capable of flooding the entire assembly with no less of 8,000 lumens of light instantly with no direct human involvement. Both containment areas are to remain under 24-hour surveillance. Any corrosion observed on any of the containment cell surfaces, staff members, or any other site locations within 200 meters of SCP-106 are to be reported to site security immediately. Any objects or personnel lost to SCP-106 are to be deemed missing KIA. No recovery attempts are to be made under any circumstance. Note: continued research and observation have shown that when faced with highly complex random assemblies of structures, SCP-106 can be confused, showing a marked delay on entry and exit from said structure. SCP-106 has also been shown an aversion to direct sun and light. It does not manifest in any form of physical damage, but a rapid exit to the pocket dimension generated on solid surfaces. These observations, along with those lead aversion and liquid conversion, are to be have reduced the general escape incidence by 43%. The primary cells have also been effective in recovery incidents requiring recall protocol. Observation is ongoing. Description: SCP-106 appears to be an elderly humanoid with general appearance of an advanced decomposition. This appearance may vary, but the rotting quality is observed in all forms. SCP-106 is not exceptionally agile and will remain motionless for days at a time, waiting for prey. 106 is also capable of scaling any vertical surface and can remain suspended upside down indefinitely. When attacking, SCP-106 will attempt to incapacitate prey by damaging major organs, muscle groups, or tendons, then pull disabled prey into its pocket dimension. SCP-106 appears to prefer human prey items in the 10 to 25 years of age bracket. SCP-106 causes a corrosion effect in all solid matter it touches, engaging a physical breakdown in material several seconds after contact. This is observed as rusting, rotting, and cracking of materials of creation of a black mucus-like substance. Similar to the material coating SCP-106, this effect is particularly detrimental to living tissues, and also assumed to be a pre-digestion action. Corrosion continues for 6 hours after contact, after which the effect appears to burn out. SCP-106 is capable of passing through solid matter, leaving behind a large patch of its corrosive mucus. SCP-106 is able to vanish inside solid matter, entering what is assumed to be a form of the pocket dimension. SCP-106 is then able to exit the pocket dimension from any point connected to the initial entry point. Examples: entering the inner room of a wall and exiting the outer wall, entering a wall and exiting from the ceiling. It is unknown if this is the point of origin of SCP-106 or its simple layer created by SCP-106. Limited observation of this pocket dimension has shown to be comprised mostly of halls and rooms, which data expunged entry. The activity can continue for days, with some subjects and individuals being released for the express purposes of hunting, recapture, data expunged. Addendum: SCP Review Notes. During the exceedingly difficult to contain nature of SCP-106, SCP is to be reviewed every 3 months or during a post-breach incident. Physical restraints are impossible, and direct physical damage appears to have no effect on SCP-106. Current SCP as of resolves around a basic observation and immediate response. Previous more approach special containment procedures have been recalled due to the events of breaches and notes on behavior. SCP-106 appears to go through a long periods of dormancy, in which it will remain completely motionless for up to 3 months. This cause is unknown. However, it has been shown that this appears to be used for a lulling tactic. SCP-106 will emerge from this state in a very agitated state and will attack and abduct staff and cause gross damage to all containment cell and site at large. Recall protocol. Data expunged. SCP-106 to hunt and attack based on desire, not hunger. SCP-106 will attack and collect multiple prey items during a hunting behavior event, keeping many alive in the pocket dimension for extended periods of time. SCP-106 has no determinable limit and appears to collect at random a number of the prey during an event. The interdimensional accessed by SCP-106 appears to be only accessible by SCP-106. Records and transmission devices have been shown to still operate inside this dimension. The recordings and transmissions are very degraded. It appears SCP-106 will play with their captured prey, and appears to have full control of time, space, and perception inside of its dimension. SCP-106 appears data expunged. Recall protocol. In the event of a breach, SCP-106, a human will, within the 10 to 25 years of age bracket, will be prepped for recall, with a compromised containment cell being replaced and restored for use. When the cell is ready to lure, the subject will be injured, preferably via the breakage of a long bone, such as the femur, or severing a major tendon, such as the Achilles tendon. Lure subject will then be placed in the prep cell, and the sound emitted by said subject will be transmitted over the site public address system. SCP-106 will typically begin to gravitate toward the lure subject within 10 to 15 minutes after hearing the subject. Should SCP-106 not respond to the initial broadcast, additional physical trauma is to be administered to lure the subject at 20 minutes intervals until SCP-106 responds. Multiple lure subjects may be used in the case of major breach events. SCP-106 will typically enter a dormant state after finishing with a lure subject. In addition, subjects may data expunged. This was SCP-106.